Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you very much for joining me, and starting things off with a little bit of WoW action today. We're going to be trying to participate, mainly just going for kills, going to try and blast some people out of the forts with the adorable little MiniEgo, and it really is cute. So switching into my infantry gear nice and early. I really want them to have a good look at that infantry gear because I really want them to think that I'm going infantry. Trying our very best to spam the guy that is holding the fort. So just around 5 seconds until it's about to hit, I'm going to switch into my range gears. Sneaky, the old swapperoo, hoping that it will work here, hoping he will switch into cavalry formation. So last couple of seconds, switching into that range gear, it goes smashing in and we see that fire burning, really awesome. 43 million might drop, 532k reds. He switched into cav wedge and he had some pretty awesome mixed gear, to be fair, in a small kingdom like this. And I can't help but imagine he was a little bit disappointed to get knocked out of the fort by such a low might player, but as you know, this little monster of an account really hits hard, so fair play to him for even trying to take it. And again, we are just going to be attacking. We're not really going to be trying to defend because we don't have a lot of resource and it can get really expensive during WoW. So carpeting in this panic rally, we knew if he was going to not pull, it was going to be pretty brutal. This guy had over 1 million infantry. And that was, of course, a very famous panic cavalry rally from that absolutely incredible cab set he runs at only 210 million might. Really lucky that this guy even jumped over to give me a hand running some cav rallies, and he is an absolute legend. So 45 million might drop, 498k reds. This guy even had some T5 in there, but taking a cavalry rally in infantry wedge with all of that inf is obviously a big no-no. And moving on, we have another MiniEgo hit on the fort. We're going to try and carpet this one in because he's got loads of cav in there. He's taken a few hits on the forts that he shouldn't done already today, so hopefully he will take another one here. And now, with all of the marches speeding in, a few more seconds to wait, I'm just getting ready to switch into that range gear, very much hoping that we don't see this guy pull out of the fort. He's got 1 million cavs, 500k range, and very little imp, so if this guy doesn't pull, this is going to be a very big ouchie. The range rally coming in now, hoping to get the carpets going. We did actually check I was in gear before spamming the carpets. It comes zooming in, sort of, not really, but he doesn't pull. He did have a little bit of time there, and this lemon actually just stayed in the fort, took it. He takes a 51 million might drop, leaving only 671k, and I was not lying. Look at all of that cav. This lemon, I would be really salty if I was his guildmate. He had no clue what was coming at him and he still just took it like a lemon. And moving on, despite the fact I said I didn't really want to try and defend any forts, we actually have my man Vin here who has a wicked mix set. And he's got a 400 and something million might player that's probably underestimating him a little bit. He's probably feeling really confident about this. I don't think he's managed to fill, but still hoping to see some relatively dodgy gear because Vin is only 180 mil. He's got some pretty awesome mixed gear. He's randomed away so they can't spam him. He's going to try his very best to at least headbutt this, and hopefully we will defend a fort, maybe. And there's his cav gear. So it comes in and we do actually get the defense, but it's looking very close. It was really close and it was an incredible defense by Vin. Have a look at this. It really doesn't get any closer. A 22 million might drop for them, a 21 million might drop for us. And it's a bit of a shame for them they didn't fill, but fair play, still giving it a go. And considering we made this guild only days ago, it's a big shout out to Vin. Coming in, defending the fort, and really this guild is only a couple of days old, actually locking down the Lunar Fort, really awesome. And moving on, we have a Shiro rally on a 451 million might player in familiar gear, and unfortunately for this player, he's actually let his anti-scout drop, and Shiro has tested his front line. So if the test has been good enough, this should be a clean counter. We haven't seen a gear swap yet. The rally goes smashing in. We see the fire burning, of course, down to 371 mil. A really big ouchie there. 8 million casualties in that bloodbath. That is absolute insanity, and I cannot wait to have a look at that report. really crazy. He's got another rally marching in on him as well. So 79 million might drop, 7.2 million reds, leaving 4.8 mil behind. And he had a relatively good troop comp, but still getting absolutely obliterated. And now the rally is coming in from this guy who really should mop it up, you would think. Really not leaving too much left, and just such a brutal first hit. I just didn't think with that much T2, that T4 as well, just such a savage hit from Shiro. It was really crazy. Down to 390 mil after that rally comes in. And that is the 0 complete. I wish this guy all the very best. But moving on, we have an adorable little rally from the absolute legend Len. She has really helped me with this guild, so I got this report from this guy. I wanted to get her on the Gazette, and it really is the most adorable little Gazette report you will ever see. Knocking this guy down, 10 million might, 585k reds. Such an adorable little rally. And it might seem a little bit silly, but that was just an honestly awesome rally. Such a cute little infantry set, and there is the most adorable little Gazette report you will ever see in the whole of Lords Mobile. Big shout out to Len, absolute legend and a beautiful human. So moving on, we have Panic marching in on 145 mil, player level 59. As you can see, actually defends it down to 136 mil with no gear swap. So this guy is definitely full of troopers, something we really did not expect. He has got a 9.4 million troop count, really crazy, having almost 4 million T2 range and cav. And this means I am going to be coming in with a infantry solo, looking to absolutely blast through that range T2, hoping I can clear the way for Panic to come in and set afterwards, because that was a really awesome walkback. So no hesitation jumping in, setting that infantry rally, because this could be a really awesome 0 and definitely our biggest 0 so far. So the MiniEgo ready and waiting to launch that rally. I'm going to hit a 70% army attack boost because he is quite the beefcake with almost 9 million troopers. That is just crazy. So hoping now to see this guy burn, hoping of course that he doesn't come online and shield. That would be really devastating after that first hit, but we get that barbecue lit, see that beautiful fire burning, whacking on that anti-scout, and I cannot wait to have a look at this. MiniEgo coming in strong with a 37 million might drop, 3.6 million reds, leaving 4.6 million behind. And Panic will now come in, set a cavalry rally because he's got to blast through some T3 at the front there now. But just really brutal, and this guy is getting absolutely savaged. If he doesn't come online and shields now, this is going to be the 0, and what a beautiful 0 it has been. So here comes Panic, 99 mil this guy is as we're marching on in. I'm going to be chucking out a range solo, hoping to hit just after the rally, but unfortunately the good old noob ChaCha, not even thinking about the gear swap. There I am, finally switching into gear. Really cute as I'm walking home. What a lemon, ChaCha, what are you like? But I still get a 2.7 million drop. Panic comes in and burns him with a 3.5 million red count, and just a really incredible job by everyone once again, and especially my man Panic coming in and getting that 0 complete even after that first little bit of an ouchie. Let's have a look just how much we managed to drop this guy down. So he started at 145 mil. And we are going to be leaving him at 46 mil, still in his familiar gear, and I wish him all the very best. And moving on, we actually have a YOLO on a guildless guy who sat there with a few leaders. I believe he's around the 200 million might mark, so a little bit risky here. He could just be bait in a rally, but in this kingdom it's really strange. We seem to find a lot of these guildless targets that actually have troopers, and this is one of them, a 49 million might drop. 1.7 million reds. That is a really incredible hit. This guy having a little bit of T4, way too much T3, and just not much of anything else. Really crazy, logging out with a few leaders and just never taking a rally, and logging out guildless, meaning that he did not get the rally notification. So really crazy. And moving on, we have Panic coming in, 164 mil, yet another YOLO. This guy has got a grey Chaos Dragon, which is definitely not a good idea, and just hoping to see a little bit of a drop. He could well be empty. We have walked into a fair few empty castles in this kingdom, but not this one. This is 127 mil now, and there were definitely some troops in there. 1.7 killed and injured troopers in that battle, a 36 million MI drop, 1.5 million reds, leaving a mere 29k to get mopped up by the solos. Once again, needless to say, an awesome job by Panic. I look back a couple of seconds later and this little lemon comes online and shields, really incredible. And now we are moving on to a 251 million MI player. We've been tracking his helps for a little while, and at 251 mil, this could definitely be a trap. So we're on the phone, we're getting ready to cancel for the gear swap, and we're very much hoping we don't see that gear swap. And of course we're hoping for a good drop here, but actually he defends the rally pretty well, drops down to 239 mil, and we didn't see the gear swap. So this guy could very well be sleeping. 1.2 million reds, really incredible walk back from Panic. This guy was in cavalry formation, he comes in with the cav, he's got a load of T3, some T4 up there, really crazy amount of T3 actually, and a fair bit of T2. So now it's up to load up the MiniEgo and marching in that range rally, hoping we don't see a gear swap. And on this one, I'm actually going to be ready to cancel for quite a bit while this is marching, because if he does come online, switch into gear, it could be yet another ouchie, and we don't want that. But we do see the fire burn. Last couple of seconds, I got excited, I wanted to have a look, and he drops down to 193 mil, really crazy. And a 45 million might drop, 2.8 million reds, leaving only 5.3 behind, and that will mean that Panic can come in with a infantry rally, which he very much deserves after that first walk back, and I cannot wait to have a look at that hit when it comes in. And honestly, when I had the silly idea of making a guild and trying to get some fillers over so we could run some rallies on some of these noobs in this kingdom, it seemed like a pretty stupid idea, but now getting the 0 complete on a massive target like this, I never dreamed of having this much fun, so it really is awesome from everyone that's come over and helped. Panic goes smashing in, dropping in from 193 all the way down to 138, and that's the biggest rally we have ever hit so far, so really incredible job. And of course now, crazy excited to have a look at this report. A 55 million might drop, 4.4 million reds in that single hit alone. Really crazy, leaving 970k troopers to get mopped up by the solos. Just an incredible job by everyone with the resource and just filling the rallies as well as they can, getting the 0 complete, and we've had a pretty awesome couple of days in this kingdom. And now the solos from King Louis and Panda and all the other savages are going to come mopping up those troopers. So King Louis drops them down to 133 mil, a nice little hit there. Savage Panda comes in, dropping him down as well, and the 0 gets complete. So this guy was 251 mil, and we gave him the LEB treatment all the way down to 122 mil, and I wish him all the very best. And that's all of the action today from MiniEgo and LEB, but I've got lots more to be bringing you in the next one, so if you have enjoyed, please do hit that like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.